Around the world to Midday News on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Amina Jibril. Now, a quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and free-to-air on Nightcomsat. Some officers attached to the Ogun State Police Command have been arrested for allegedly demanding money from the family of a missing girl before taking action on the case. The public relations officer of the Nigeria Police Force, Muyiwa Adejobi, disclosed this in a post on X. Although he did not reveal the identities of the officers involved, Adejobi stated that they were being held in detention for disciplinary action. And the Nigeria Police Force has reiterated its stance against the misuse of the name of the office of the Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun by unprofessional officers in fraudulent activities. This was contained in a statement by the force's public relations officer, Muyiwa Adejobi. The FPRO expressed concerns over the conduct of such officers whose actions, he said, continue to tarnish the reputation of the force and undermine public trust. Meanwhile, the Nigeria Police Force has advised members of the public to report any misconduct by police officers to their superiors, the heads of the Complaints Response Unit, CRU, in their states, or the Commissioner of Police in the state. This is also contained in a statement signed by the Force Public Relations Officer, ACP Muyiwa Adejobi, where he warned the public to exercise caution when approached by officers or individuals claiming connections with the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, or any senior police officer for the purpose of exploitation. Adejobi then provided phone contact where the public could lodge formal complaints against erring police officers. And the mother of the former queen of the Oni of Ife, Fumilayo Ogunsheyi, has disclosed the excruciating experience of her daughter, Naomi Silekunola, after the stampede that claimed the lives of 35 children in Ibadan. She disclosed that her daughter is on hunger strike at the Agodi Correctional Facility in Ibadan. Naomi was sent to the facility after a chief magistrate court sitting in Iyaganku, Ibadan, ordered that she and others should be remanded over the deadly stampede which occurred on December 18th at a Christmas funfair in Ibadan. Speaking in an interview, Ogunsheyi explained her daughter's condition the last time she visited her, noting that she was not feeling fine. She further stressed that the Queen loves and helps children and is still in pain that those children lost their lives because her intention was pure. Ogunsheyi recently made a video posted on social media where she begged Nigerians for help in securing her daughter's release from prison, as she noted that her daughter has emaciated in the custodial facility and has refused to eat. And the Ondo State Governor, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, has immortalized his predecessor, Rotimi Akeredolu, with the announcement that the new High Court complex to be constructed in the state would be named after the departed ex-governor. Aiyedatiwa became Ondo State Governor after Akeredolu's death on December 27, 2023. Aiyedatiwa, who expressed his administration's commitment to the advancement of justice and the welfare of judicial officers in the state, highlighted the importance of embarking on the project. Speaking during the flag-off ceremony for the construction of the new High Court complex, he also called the Judiciary Village in Akure the state capital. Aiyedatiwa described the project as a historic milestone for the state. He added that the project was conceived under the leadership and vision of the late Akeredolu. Also in the news, the sector commander of the Federal Road Safety Corps FRSC, Anambra State Corps Commander Joyce Alexander, has paid a courtesy visit to the Obi of Onitsha, His Royal Majesty Igwe Alfred Achebe. In a statement by the Sector Public Education Officer, FRSC Anambra State Command, Margaret Onabe, the sector commander emphasized the FRS's mission to reduce road traffic crashes and create a safe and motoring environment, as she expressed her gratitude for the warm reception, thanking the monarch for his ongoing support of FRSC in Anambra State. Alexander said collaboration with critical stakeholders and public enlightenment are a key element to ensuring safer roads, especially during the festive season. And the federal government has said that it will conduct a thorough investigation into the accidental bombing that killed 10 people in Gidembisa and Runtua villages of Silame local government area on Christmas Day. Minister of State Defense Bello Matawale gave the assurance during a visit to the Sokoto State Governor Ahmed Aliyu. The government's assurance coincided with the clarification by the Defense Headquarters DHQ that the death of 10 civilians in Gidembisa and Rutua in Silame local government area of Sokoto State was as a result of a secondary explosion and not direct military airstrikes. Meanwhile, residents of border communities in Sokoto have dismissed allegations of the presence of the French army in the area. This comes after the head of the military junta in the Niger Republic, in a recently circulated video, accused President Bola Tinubu and some members of his administration of colluding with the French army to attack Niger. Reports have, however, confirmed that the allegations were baseless. Speaking to newsmen at his palace, the traditional ruler of Balle in Gudu local government area of Sokoto State, Aminu Aliyu, denied the existence of any foreign military camp in his territory. And reports gathered say Niger's President Abdurrahmane Tichani is facing a backlash of criticism from his fellow countrymen following his recent allegation of a conspiracy by Nigeria against his country. This comes as many Nigerian citizens reacted to the president's allegation on social media saying there is no credibility whatsoever in the allegations. Some of them are of the view that the Nigerian leader was only looking for an excuse to hang his failure in office after 17 months of ousting his predecessor, Mohamed Bazoum, in a palace coup. Similarly, the presidency has said that the claims by the military leader of the Niger Republic, Abdurrahmane Tichani, that Nigeria is colluding with France to destabilize his country are designed to create bad blood between northern Nigeria and President Bola Tinubu. The special advisor to the president on policy communication, Daniel Bwala, said this in a video posted on X. Bwala said the claims are baseless propaganda designed to create chaos and incite bad blood in northern Nigeria against President Tinubu, adding that Tichani's choice of Hausa language of the north to convey his propaganda message laid credence to the fact that he's bent on waging a war of words against the present administration. And elsewhere in the news, the federal government has expressed concerns over the escalating post-election violence in the Republic of Mozambique, especially in the capital city of Maputo and other major cities like Beira and Nampula. The violence has reportedly resulted in the death of over 121 people and over 380 are injured. According to reports, the violent protests erupted after the Constitutional Council confirmed Daniel Chapo of the Mozambique Liberation Front as the winner of the presidential election with 65% of the votes, and the results were rejected by the leader of the opposition party. Therefore, the federal government of Nigeria, in a statement by the spokesman of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Kimiebi Imotimi Ibiemfa, called for calm. It also advised the aggrieved political players to explore appropriate legal means to seek redress. You're watching Midday News on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. When the news returns, court rejects Barcelona's appeal for Olmo registration. Details of that, as well as foreign and business stories, coming right after this break. Please stay with us. Thank you for staying tuned and welcome back to the Midday News on Global Television. from the nation's capital, Abuja. And now on business scene, Nigeria's imported food inflation surged to 42.29% in November 2024. This was made known by the Consumer Price Index reports released by the National Bureau of Statistics, NBS. According to the reports, this represents a significant rise from 23.74% recorded in November 2023, marking an 18.55 percentage point year-on-year increase. On a month-on-month basis, the inflation rate increased from 40.96% in October 2024, a 1.33% percentage point rise in just 1 month, which highlights the relentless upward trajectory of imported food inflation throughout 2024, which began at 26.29% in January. And the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, MAN, has called on the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to reopen factories sealed by the Lagos State Water Regulatory Commission over alleged non-payment of water abstraction fees. MAN, in a statement, described the closure as unwarranted and ill-timed, accusing the association of disregarding ongoing discussions aimed at dissolving the disputed fees. According to the association, it resorted to writing an open letter to Sanwo-Olu as all attempts at approaching the relevant heads of agencies and ministry have failed, lamenting the decision to seal the factories during the Yuletide season, calling it unwise and detrimental to the state economy and the manufacturing sector. Meanwhile, China's central bank has said that it has renewed a bilateral currency swap agreement with the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN. The People's Bank of China said in a statement on its website that the total value of the agreement is 15 billion yuan, which is about $2.09 billion US dollars or 3.28 trillion naira. The development was confirmed by the Special Advisor, Information and Strategy to President Bola Tinubu, Bayo Onanuga. According to the statement, the agreement is valid for 3 years and can be renewed upon mutual consent, adding that the renewal of the currency swap arrangement will strengthen financial cooperation between China and Nigeria, expand the use of two currencies, and promote as well as facilitate bilateral trade and investment. On the foreign scene now, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump has filed a brief urging the Supreme Court to pause a law that would ban TikTok the day before his January 20th inauguration if it is not sold by its Chinese owner, ByteDance. Trump's legal team said in light of the novelty and difficulty of this case, the court should consider staying the statutory deadline to grant more breathing space to address these issues. Trump was fiercely opposed to TikTok during his first term and tried in vain to ban the video app on national security grounds. The Republican voiced concerns echoed by political rivals that the Chinese government might tap into U.S. TikTok users' data or manipulate what they see on the platform. And India has mourned one of its longest-serving prime ministers, Manmohan Singh, with a state funeral in Delhi. Singh, who led the country from 2004 to 2014 and was considered the architect of India's economic liberalization, died on Thursday at the age of 92. Prime Minister Narendra Modi was present at the ceremony and called Singh one of the country's most distinguished leaders. Mourners turned out across the capital to pay their respect as Singh's coffin, flanked by an honor guard, was taken through the city to the cremation grounds. And out to the world of sport, a UK publication reports that English Premier League giant Arsenal have identified Nigeria international Samuel Chukwueze as a potential replacement for injured England international Bukayo Saka. Saka suffered a hamstring injury in Arsenal's 5-1 win over Crystal Palace and is expected to be out of action for a significant period. Saka could now be absent for around 2 months, though the reports note that the England star would have required surgery had he turned his hamstring from the bone. A court has rejected Barcelona's appeal for the precautionary registration of Dani Olmo for the rest of the season. This means that the Spain international may not play for the club from January 1st. 26-year-old attacking midfielder Olmo was signed from German side RB Leipzig for a reported €60 million, equivalent to £51 million in August, but was registered only for the first half of the season as Barcelona could not meet La Liga's wage cap restrictions. La Liga welcomed the court's decision to reject the club's appeal. In tennis, Alina Rybakina marked her United Cup debut by helping Kazakhstan to a 2-1 victory over Spain at the season opening tournament in Perth, Australia. The 25-year-old, who was Wimbledon champion in 2022, beat Jessica Bozaz Maniro 6-2, 6-3 to level the match after Pablo Carreno Buster defeated Alexander Shevchenko 6-2, 6-1 to give Spain the lead. Rybakina, the world number 6, then partnered Shevchenko to a 7-6, 7-4, 6-7, 2-7, 10-7 win against Karina Buster and Yvonne Cavell-Ramez in the mixed doubles. Great Britain will get the campaign underway against Argentina on Monday before facing Australia on Wednesday, and Kazakhstan will qualify for the quarterfinals of the 18-nation mixed teams event if they defeat Greece in their second Group C match on Monday. And that's all we have for you in Global Television's Midday News. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365, on Star Times channel 276, and free to air on HComSat. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen using @GlobalTVNG. I am Amina Jibril. Thank you for watching and have a good afternoon.